What you doing there, Squirrely?
Checking my macaroni. I made cookies. Patriotic.
So it's 4th of July weekend, Independence Day. We're all just kind of hanging out today, relaxing, spend a little bit of time together, getting ready to have dinner this evening. Billy and Molly are out back running the 5th scale Losi Stadium truck. Dogs are chasing it as usual. I'm sure Vicky's happy because they just had a bath last night while we were gone. While the kids are out back, Vicky's busy grilling hot dogs, hamburgers, and bratwurst. Yesterday she was busy all day decorating and doing weed eating and clearing out the flower beds while we were gone to do a little bit of racing. Now yesterday, we kind of snuck off to an old track that we've been to before, but we haven't been there in a couple of years. We fought the S10 with oil pressure problems and oil leaks. We finally got it all straightened out. And we decided we were going to sneak off down to a little place in southern Ohio. A little track nestled into the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains near Portsmouth, just across the Ohio River from West Virginia. It's a different world down there. Time moves a little bit slower, technology a little bit slower to take over. It's a really, really neat area, and we love going down there. Of course, I'm talking about none other than South Webster, Ohio, and KD Dragway. It was a beautiful day yesterday. Perfect weather, you couldn't ask for anything nicer. We picked a nice little pit spot in the shade down by the creek and got ready to go. Now, some of you may know we've got some history here at this place. It's been 2 years since we've been to KD. Billy and I used to host events here. Arguably some of the biggest no-prep events in the state of Ohio before no-prep was really a thing. This place is rough. Probably the roughest track you'll ever see. It's perfect for street style, no-prep racing. It has no curfew, but it definitely has a past. Back in 2017, 2018, the street scene here in Ohio was blazing hot. There was a lot of cars looking for action. The problem is, there's a lot of police in the state of Ohio. It was extremely difficult to get races off. And the grudge scene was kind of slowly dying, but the cash day style racing was really taking off. By midsummer 2018, Ohio was so hot that we couldn't hardly get a race off anywhere. Billy and I found ourselves traveling as far away as West Virginia and down into Kentucky to try and get some races off. The problem was we had gone for almost a month straight every weekend, and rarely did we ever even get the truck off the trailer. We would be doing good just to get first round done at a cash day style event. Frustrated, Billy and I started looking for other options. On a Wednesday night, an option came to me as I was laying in bed, thinking about what we were going to do to try and get some races off. I sent a message to a local track operator. who had recently leased a track in southern Ohio, KD Dragway. His name was Alan Lynch. And I asked Alan if he was racing this coming Saturday. And he said they had a bracket race, but it was usually over by 7 or 8 o'clock. I said, I don't need the track before midnight. Midnight, he replied. Midnight. I want to hold a street race style event at KD starting at midnight. So, with Billy's help, we put a set of rules together and started putting some videos out there to help promote Midnight Madness, an off-the-trailer street race style event that starts at midnight at none other than KD Dragway in South Webster, Ohio. The combination of flashlight start heads up off the trailer at midnight and Billy's video editing skills, along with the Street Racing Channel girls that would come and throw t-shirts into the crowd, the live bands, the live DJs, it just made for an incredible atmosphere, and the event grew like wildfire. Midnight Madness grew to something that we never imagined. It literally became a homecoming of sorts for street racers from all over the country. It was the wildest, craziest, most insane night of street racing at a track you could ever hope to have.
Pretty hot and heavy with a pretty reasonable tune-up that we put down most tracks, and then we're going to soften it up quite a bit on the back half.
Not only was KD attracting real, legit street racers from all over the country, but we always had a big wheel race for the kids before the event got started, in memory of Mr. Kent Rose from Prestonsburg, Kentucky. Vicky always made goodie bags for the kids, and everybody always had a great time. And of course, we always paid tribute. Billy handled chip draw in the driver's meeting. We always had a crew of guys come in, pair cars, and Jerry took care of the flagging. So that's the way Midnight Madness used to be back when we were helping with it. Unfortunately, the track owner and myself kind of had a falling out over some rules changes that I wanted to make due to the fact that the competition there had got to the point where the tube chassis cars were starting to show up, and there was other tube chassis cars on jigs, and I could see the car counts continue to dwindle as these tube chassis cars started to show up. So we ran the same rule package throughout the last of the season that we were there. And for the next season, I plan to outlaw tube chassis cars and small tire. There'd be 2 small tire classes, an outlaw small tire, and your typical small tire class with stock chassis, stock suspension. And I didn't know it, but the track owner evidently had planned to build his own car into a tube chassis small tire car. So of course, what I was trying to do didn't set well with the track owner. So we had a little falling out, and he's hot-headed and I was hot-headed. And I think we basically both told each other that we could just get, you know what. So that's the last time we ever went to Midnight Madness. We finished out that one season, and that was pretty much the end of it for us. We haven't been back there in 2 years until this weekend. So we're all done with dinner. You and Tommy are headed back to your place to go do some editing on that video.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that video done tonight so I can post it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna finish mine up and head to bed here in a little bit.
We gotta jet the back of that carburetor up.
Yeah, I'll do that. I don't think, have you unhooked the Suburban from the trailer and brought the tools in?
No.
You might want to do that before you go. Mom's making you a goodie bag or something to take home with you.
I'll go unhook the trailer.
All right. So guys, we went to KD and we had a fantastic time. I met the new track owner and I watched their staff the entire day, flagging races, doing chip draw, handling the calls. And I'll be honest with you, I was extremely skeptical going down there. I didn't really want to go, but I was very happy that we did. And I feel like they have a staff in place down there that they can absolutely handle Midnight Madness the way it used to be. They just need a little bit of help getting the word out. They need a little bit of help maybe with promoting. And so I think I'm going to talk to the new track owner down there maybe this week and see if there's something that we can do to help bring the event back. We're not interested in hosting the events like we used to. We don't want any money from it. We don't want anything from the track whatsoever. In fact, I told the owner down there, I said, we just want to be treated like everybody else. You know, we went down an old Suburban open trailer parked along the creek under the shade trees down there, and we had a wonderful time. We don't need saved spots. We don't need any special treatment. We don't need anything from anybody. We'd just like to be able to go down there and have a good time and race with everybody again like it used to be. You know, when we were doing the events, of course, we didn't get the opportunity to race in the events. So most of the time, if Billy's truck was entered in it, JB Hall would drive the truck, and Billy was always working the event. So Billy has never got to race in a Midnight Madness. So maybe that's going to change. Look for Billy's video. We did pretty good down there yesterday. I don't want to give away anything. Billy's going home tonight to work on his video, and he'll have it up hopefully tomorrow by noon. It's going to be a good one.